Hello all. The sole purpose of this YouTube channel is to post the solutions for Leet code daily questions. Please like the video if you found this helpful and also subscribe to my channel. Let's go through the description for today's question. We were given an integer array nums which is containing values from -100 to +100 and the length of nums is at max 100. We need to sort that nums vector or array in an increasing order based on the frequency values. So if multiple values are of the same frequency, then we need to sort them based on the value itself, right? So let's go through the given examples first. The first example which we were given is 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 followed by 3. So as we were asked to sort them, ideally we need to do them based on the frequency, right? So we'll keep the track of the frequencies. So for 1, the frequency would be 2 as it is present 2 times. For 2, the frequency would be 3, and for 3, the frequency would be 1. Now we need to sort them based on the increasing order of frequencies. No? So in that case, for increasing order of frequencies, the solution would be, or the sorting will be, 3 would be coming first, followed by 1 which is present 2 times, followed by 2 which is present 3 times. Now we had this, the ultimate solution would be very simple, to just add these the number of times the frequency value is present. So here 3 is present 1 time, so we are adding 3, followed by 2 ones, followed by 3 twos. And this would be the answer for the first question, which is quite simple as it didn't involve elements which is having same frequency. So let's go through the second example. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. So here also we'll keep the track of the frequency where 2 is present 2 times, 3 is present 2 times, 1 is present 1. And here, so let's do it step by step. In the first step, we'll sort them based on the increasing order of frequency, maintaining the relative order. So as we are concerned with the relative order, 1 will be coming first because it's having the least frequency among all 3, and followed by 2, followed by 3. Here 2 is coming first because uh, as per our addition, 2 is present first, so relative order is persisted in this step as well, along with the main condition that lowest frequency value should be coming first. Now, here comes the second part of it. So, telling that if we are having the same frequency, then we need to sort the values based on decreasing number. So, here we are having same frequency, but 2 is lesser than 3. So, 3 should be coming first, right? Followed by 2. And here it's again quite simple. We are done with the solution. I mean, we are done with the major part of it, just we need to add them into the resultant vector. So it would be 1 followed by 3, 3 followed by 2. I guess these examples are fine enough for us to start coding, as these covered the case which cases which question needs us to be solved. So as we need to play with the frequency, the data structure which we are going to use is unordered map, right? Unordered map in and the name of the map is empty. So one might ask me why I'm using unordered map and why not ordered map. The reason here would be simple. We are not required to use a map because in map the key values are persisted. Sorry, or in the sorted order, but we don't need that. We only need the track of the frequency, and further it won't matter where the key is present. Ultimately, only we are concerned with the value. So I'll be using a for loop within which I'll be traversing through the nums vector and I'll be adding values to the map. So what this line is doing is, for why we are using auto keyword is we are specifying that the data type is automatically aligned with the data type which is presented in the vector, and we aren't specifying by default. And what ampersand here represents is that number is passed as a reference, in the sense that if a number is modified in the for loop, then the change is persisted throughout, and external to the for loop also the change will be there. But if we aren't using this ampersand symbol, then the change will be local to that of the for loop. And we are done with it. Now we need something to be sorted. I mean, something to add values into it so that we can sort it based on the frequency. So we can use a vector for it, and inside the vector we need to store the data types in pair, int, int. Why pair? The reason is really very simple. Like in map, how the values will be stored in the same way, right? In the map, like 1 is present 2 times, 2 is present 3 times. In this way, the values will be stored in map. And here, if we use pair, then this is the first value and this is the second value. In the sense that first value will be the key, second value will be the value or the frequency. And here I am calling it V. And we also need some vector to store the result, and I am calling it answer. So I'll return it. And now we need to add the values into the vector from the map. So how we could do that is really very simple. We'll iterate through the map, unordered map, and then we'll add the values into vector. So we are using iterator over here, and what we'll do is v dot pushback itr dot first. No, here what I'm going to do is I'll add itr dot second first, followed by itr dot first. The alternative way also could be done, but here I'm adding itr second because the question's primary concern is related to the frequency. So as that part is main, I'm adding that as the first element and followed by second element. And now we added those values to the vector, but now we need to sort this, right? Sort v dot begin and v dot end. Right. Now one may think that this is fine, like we already sorted it and we added the frequency as the first value. So all the frequencies will be sorted in ascending order. So we are done with it. So we just simply need to add the values in the answer vector and pass it. But that's not the case, because we are also given that if we are having same frequency, then we need to sort them in descending order. So that's not enough. We need to define our custom comparator for achieving the same purpose. This should be static. Why static? Because within this sorting function, we need to use it without the need of creating an instance. So we need to make it static. And as a good convention, I'll name it as helper. And within the vector, what we are having is pair of integer and integer. And followed by pair of integer and integer b. So what we are specifying is here, if we are having two pairs, and what we need to do, we are basically dependent upon only two conditions. What were those? If a dot first is not equal to b dot first, in the sense that frequency of two numbers are not equal, then simply we need to specify that the number which is having the lowest frequency should be coming first. So if the frequency is lowest, then it should be coming first. And if frequencies are equal, then we need to sort them based on the original number. So which will be a dot second, as we are storing that in the second place. And now here we already defined our custom comparator, and we'll use it here as well, helper, right? And now it's simple again. We also already defined our answer vector, so we'll traverse into these elements of the vector after sorting. And what we'll do is, while element dot first, while frequency is not 0, we'll push the value into answer vector and after that we'll remove the element dot first. We'll subtract it. This could be added within the while loop itself, so I'm adding it over here, and it's done, I guess. I'm not sure why it's taking time. So we made a small mistake, I guess. I'm not sure what is not working here. Acha, here a dot second should be greater than, right? We need to sort them based on decreasing order. Sorry, that was my bad for not having a look into it. Yes, so it's accepted. So let's try submitting this. Done with the solution. Right.